Hi everyone and welcome back to Web Gaming and episode 9 of Let's Play Planet Coaster. So we're here in Kings Mountain again today, and we have a little bit of a strange episode for you today as we are going to be doing it back to front. So we're going to start with a POV of the dark ride. As you'll remember from last week's episode, we ended the episode showing you that I had built the track for the dark ride and the surrounding building. In this episode you're going to see the theming, but just to let you know, I'm not the best at dark rides. This is one of the first dark rides that I have built, so please be kind. But we're going to start with the POV, then jump into a time lapse of how it was built. There was some more stuff built as well, as this area is now finished. So we will take a look at the rest of this area after the time lapse. Just to let you know as well, guys, next week unfortunately there will be no episode as I am away next week, but we'll be back the week after with making a start on the new area in the park, which will be to the right hand side of the main street. So without further ado, let's jump into this episode and we'll start off with a POV of the dark ride. Enjoy. welcome back, guys. And so here we have it. So as you can already see, I have named this dark ride already, the King's Army, with a custom sign. So I called it the King's Army, obviously, as the story is based around the king and his army fighting for the castle. Very short dark ride, obviously not overly themed, but hopefully in time I will get better with dark rides, and we'll be able to make a bigger, more themed ride in the future. Okay, so on to the rest of this plaza area. As you can see, obviously the colour scheme for this area, we're going for a sort of purple and yellow. I sort of made my own pattern on the floor, obviously with those tree planters. And as we come down to the end of the plaza, we have the bumper cars. I've just given it a simple name of Bumper Derby, or Bumper Derby. Yeah, and obviously it's not got much theming to it, but I have put in a custom fence. So custom queue all the way around, just with some foliage, some good lighting all the way around. I have given the bumper cars, the flat ride, a sort of half skinned, half a flat ride skin. It's just again the castle pieces just recoloured to purple and yellow, just to fit with the colour theme, colour scheme, shall I say, around this area. Yeah, and so that completes this castle area. So on to next week. So next week we are going to be, sorry, not next week, the week after, we're going to be making a start on the right hand side of the main street, in our newly themed area. Now, the way that the areas are working in terms of the colour scheme is the different colours will resemble a different sort of gemstone. So, for example, the first area that's all blue, that will sort of relate to sapphire. So we'll come up with a name for that area to do with sapphire. This area, the purple and yellow, now there is a gemstone, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, but it's something around ammonite or something like that, but it is a purple and yellow gemstone. So that's what this area is based around. And then the next area that we're going to be working on will be sort of green colour theme, and obviously that relates to emerald. And then I think the last area that we'll go for will be ruby red, obviously relating to rubies. So a quick look at the park here at night. Obviously, as I mentioned right at the beginning, I have put a lot of effort into the night lighting. Obviously I want this to be a day and a night park, so as you can see, it's very well lit at night, and will continue to be throughout the rest of the park. As we have one half of the park done at the moment, and we are on about 55%, so it's actually working out perfectly. Hopefully, with what I have in mind, we should hopefully be at about 95% once the park is finished, and then we can obviously add the finer details with that final percentage. But yeah, guys, that is the end of this episode. So thank you all again for joining me. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, so we'll leave you with a couple of little cinematics, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks, guys.